Welcome back to Philly Live. It's a star-studded workplace comedy from the minds of Robert Carlock and Upper Darby's very own Tina Fey. And whether you've watched NBC's Mr. Mayor from the beginning or you're just jumping on board in season 2, you know that you are in for some laughs when Ted Danson and Holly Hunter are leading the crew. Our girl Sheila Watko spoke to the stars about working on the show. Take a look.
I'm good at reading people. Back at my billboard company, I predicted so many divorces. Was the morning meeting a little tense?
Mr. Mayor stars Ted Danson as Neil Bremer, a retired businessman who runs for mayor of Los Angeles just to prove he can. When he actually wins, he has to decide what he stands for and gain the respect of his staffers. And that staff is a whole cast of wacky characters.
How did working on Cheers prepare you to work on these ensemble comedies in the future, including Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Good Place, and now, of course, Mr. Mayor?
I'm going to say that really what prepared me for this life of being in ensemble comedies was basketball. I think basketball at a young age trained me that, you know, the fun in being a team, part of the team. And then my first big job was Cheers, and that was the epitome of team. So I love what we have. I love our show because it has that wonderful, unique thing where each character is so slightly bizarre and off kilter, but they all somehow come together in this workplace comedy and love each other, even though they're such odd people to be together.
Academy Award-winning Holly Hunter plays Arpie Meskimen, the deputy mayor of Los Angeles, a former city councilwoman, and Neil's biggest critic.
Now, here's someone you probably know from your Botox parties, Mayor Neil Bremer.
This is the first comedy TV series that Holly has ever starred in.
It's a completely different experience, you know, being in a situation comedy. I mean, the rhythm is utterly different from anything that I've ever done.
Mr. Mayor was created by Tina Fey and Robert Carlock, and Tina suggested Holly watch some old movies to get a feel for the fast-paced comedy she had in mind, starting with His Girl Friday.
The comedies in the 40s were, people spoke so quickly. It's not unlike the rhythm and the pace of our show.
To keep you from playing games on your phone, I asked Orly to help me change your lock screen.
God.
Yeah, indeed, sir.
Ted, if you had to stop acting altogether today, would you rather run for mayor of Los Angeles or open a bar in Boston?
Wow, both tough jobs. For the sake of humanity, I'll say run the bar in Boston. Yeah, I should not be running anything political, ever.
Holly, I'm gonna go to you. Who do you think of this trio would make the best mayor? Arpie, Jane Craig of Broadcast News, or Elastigirl from The Incredibles?
Look, I think Arpie has a bead on what's important. Maybe I'm really wrong. And maybe Arpie should not be mayor in real life. Maybe it would be Jane Craig. But I don't know. Elastigirl could solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Maybe it's Elastigirl. This is up for discussion.
I'm Sheila Watko for Philly Live.
A lot of laughs in store. Actually, Fran Drescher plays a possible romantic interest on tonight's episode, and Ted Danson's character is getting a crash course in dating apps. Mr. Mayor airs tonight at 8:30, right after Young Rock, and just before This Is Us. Then, of course, stay up to watch NBC 10 News at 11. All right, that's going to do it for our show today. Thank you guys so much for watching Philly Live. I'm your girl, Anya Lachelle. Take those phones out. Head on over to Instagram. Make sure you follow us on NBC Philly Live. That's our Instagram page. Have a great day, y'all. You know what it's time for. Break it down, break it down, break it down. See y'all tomorrow.